Guys, SVGs are absolutely exploding on Etsy right now, with shops making thousands of dollars per month selling these very simple graphics. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to make them with the help of AI step by step. And before anybody out there starts saying that digital products, they're too saturated and you can't make money selling them anymore, then I just want to show you some examples here, guys, of shops that have made very good money selling SVGs on Etsy that have been open for less than 2 years. And on top of that, guys, I've got first-hand experience with it because I've sold myself on Etsy over the last 3 years with multiple different business models, and SVGs is a product that I've got first-hand experience selling. And so let's just get straight into it, guys, and let's first answer the question, what the hell even are SVGs? And so essentially, it's just graphic-based digital images that you can purchase online, and they're mainly used by crafters for making designs with, and also by people who make cut-out designs themselves using circuit and silhouette cutting machines. And now you may be more familiar with a product known as clip art or PNGs. And basically, guys, an SVG is very similar to a PNG, apart from SVGs are scalable vector graphics, which basically means, like, as you zoom in, the image doesn't lose any quality because it's vectorized. Whereas, of course, if you zoom into a PNG, you start to lose quality and the image never looks as crisp when you zoom into it. These SVGs, you see them, they're normally sold on Etsy of packs of anywhere from, say, 10 all the way up to 50 in a single pack, even some more than that. And I used to be just like you. I used to think, who the hell is buying these sorts of products? Why don't we all just make them ourselves? Well, guys, the reality is that there is a ton of crafters out there who value saving time. They don't want to maybe learn how to use AI programs to make their own SVGs, or they don't want to spend their own money on tokens and doing it all themselves. So there will always be a massive demand, guys, for SVGs, and it is just one of the most time-tested, best digital products that you can possibly sell online. And without further ado, let's get into the tutorial so I can show you exactly how to start making them. And just like anything, guys, because I want you to genuinely make money selling these products from this tutorial today, I'm not just going to say go create whatever you want. We of course first need to start with some level of research. So I'm going to show you a few very quick ways to get some solid research done so that any designs you made have got the best potential to sell. So first one, super simple, guys. See on my dashboard here, just type SVG into Etsy, scroll down, and then look at any product here that has a bestseller or a popular now tag on it. Like you can see these here. These are all SVGs that are selling pretty well on Etsy, okay? So you can either do that manually and search for them all manually on Etsy, guys, to find them, or you can just hit this bestseller filters button that is just going to automatically filter out and show you just the best selling SVGs on Etsy. It's going to save you a lot of time. If you wanted that button, by the way, guys, you might notice it doesn't come on Etsy as standard. That is a plugin from my community. But I'm going to show you a different way now, guys, that you can do directly on Etsy, which is very valuable. So under stats, instead of shop traffic, where you normally see the data from your shop, go to marketplace insights instead. And all you can do here, guys, is just type in SVG again. Search that. This is actual data from Etsy searches, which is really good. And then you just want to go down, ignoring all of the IP infringing search terms, okay? Don't worry about them. But then you want to look at the ones that's really picking up a lot of searches. So Christmas ornament SVG, for example, very, very good. Again, go down to the next one. So this would be a really good one here, by the way. Basketball SVG, 10.2K searches, only 117K competition. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's not actually that much on Etsy. Gingerbread SVG, again, even better. So yeah, marketplace insights, guys, that's another really good way. And then the final way, guys, if you want to pay for an SEO research tool, of course, you could just use something like Everbee, where you can see here the monthly sales, the views, the conversion rates, you know, all of the relevant data to actually get proof that the SVG concept is a good idea. And then you can take that niche and start making your own products for that area. But for the purposes of today's video, guys, I found this listing. It's a bestseller in 6 baskets currently. I absolutely love dogs. I'm in New York at the minute. I'm away from my family. I'm missing my dog very much. And so we're gonna use this as a design reference. And all I'm gonna do just to start off, guys, is just take a screenshot of this artwork. And again, not to copy, just so that we can match up the correct design style so we can get our own prompts from ChatGPT. And so now let's actually go to ChatGPT and start grabbing our prompts. And again, don't worry guys, we're not gonna be writing out anything by hand. Those days are long gone, thankfully. So we're gonna wanna aim for at least 12 prompts, okay? 12 different prompts to make a nice full collection of 12 different dogs, at least minimum. So I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask it to give me 12 prompts to create a set of dog SVGs, and I'm gonna attach the image as a reference as well. Again, guys, feel free to pause the video and use the exact prompt structure that I'm using here. But yeah, I'm just gonna hit that, get it in the copy boxes, and you can see now we've got 12 detailed, high quality prompts that we can start using to create our artwork with. And now when it comes to actually creating the artwork, guys, I do switch around between a few different programs myself. I love using Leonardo. You see him in a few videos. Today, we're gonna be using KITTL, and this is because KITTL, when it comes to SVGs, I will put my foot down. It is the best one out there. I have not seen anything come close to KITTL when it comes to producing highest quality SVGs. So all you're gonna wanna do, guys, go to KITTL, open up a document, and just a neat little tip here. All I do is just change the DPI here to 300, and it's gonna automatically change the pixels of the document to 5,000 by 5,000 for me. And then I'm just gonna get that document open, get the artboard open, and all I'm gonna do, guys, is just get the prompts that we just created from ChatGPT. I'm just gonna paste them in one by one. And then the great thing about KITTL, guys, is that you can just go down here to their styles section, select vector, and then again, you can see here, there's a ton of different SVG styles that you can choose from. And honestly, guys, this is just gonna save you so much time, and it gives you so much control when it comes to the images that you can actually produce. And I'm just gonna choose this style of vector image here, because I personally think it's got the best balance between bold lines, but still has a good level of quality to it. And then also, guys, this is just something I like to do. So I'll go to the number of images that it produces at the same time. I'm gonna bump that up to 2, just because I like having a little bit more choice. I know it uses more tokens, but I just like having a bit more choice to have more control over the quality of the final product. And then finally, guys, literally all I'm gonna do is just copy and paste each prompt one by one into this exact same setup on KITTL, and I'm just gonna expand the best image each time out of the 2 that it gives me here, and just put that into the artboard for the one that I'm gonna use. And guys, I'm gonna fast forward and show you how all of these SVGs actually turned out. But I first just wanted to give a massive shout out to KITTL, because as you can see here on the screen, they are such high quality AI image art generators for things like clip art, for things like SVGs. They are seriously so good. They've got a ton of the built-in art styles that are already there for us, which, to be honest, saves so much time and lets you have so much more control over the artwork and consistency to get the same artwork time and time again. And they're also really good for saving you a lot of time and doing tasks in bulk, such as bulk upscaling, bulk background removal, downloading everything in bulk. And even if you're a POD seller, you can also mock the designs up directly in KITTL. I just really want to shout them out because I genuinely think that they will be of use to you. And if you wanted to check them out, there is going to be a sponsored link in the video description. You're going to get yourself 25% off their plan if you go through that link. So yeah, I'll leave it in your hands, guys, but I definitely recommend them. And so yeah, back to the tutorial, and I'm just gonna fast forward through the designs I made, guys. And you can see here on screen, we've ended up with 12 very high quality dog SVG designs that certainly, in my opinion, are more than good enough to sell on Etsy and be used by creators. And then I wanna show you a really good little marketing tip here, guys, okay? Just to improve your conversion rates. So if you just go to the favorite image that you like out of all of these, click on the artboard, click on mockup, and then type in card into the mockups. It just looks really nice, in my opinion, just to present one of the designs on a piece of card. You know, it just makes it look more realistic, and it definitely improves your conversion rates because it helps customers to actually visualize the design being printed out. And then, guys, once you're happy with the designs that you made, you just want to export all of the images first as PNGs with transparent backgrounds. And then after that, you want to export them again, but this time as the actual SVGs with transparent backgrounds, because this is what the customer is actually going to receive. So just remember, right, the PNGs we're going to be using to mock up the product and present it to the customer. And then of course, the SVGs are the actual SVG files that the customer is going to have to actually use on their projects. And so once they are all downloaded, guys, you got your SVGs and your PNGs. The next step is to actually start uploading all of the files to a Google Drive. And so of course, the reason that we put the files into a Google Drive, guys, is so that the customer has a link they can click on to actually access all of the files. Because as you may know, you cannot just go ahead and attach 12 different files directly to an Etsy listing. We need to send them a link so that they can then download all of the files themselves. And so to do this, guys, obviously just open up a folder on a Google Drive, locate all of your SVG file images that you've downloaded in SVG format, and then just rename them just to make the customer a little bit more happy with the final product so they can manage everything a little bit easier. You can just call these dog SVG. And then guys, this is a very, very, very important bit. So listen up to this, okay? You then need to share the folder. Okay, so go up, share, so that anyone with link, okay, so this access feature can access it. And then all you want to do, guys, is just make sure you then click this button to copy the link. And now, guys, of course, what we need to do is now have a way to present the link to the customer when they actually buy the product. And so to do this, we just want to head over straight to Canva, and we want to create a PDF document that's going to have the link in it to the files that are in the Google Drive. And so to do this, guys, very simple. I'm going to show you the simplest way possible. Just open up a 2000 by 2000 pixel document. And then I'm literally just going to type in here and just say something like click here. And I'm just going to use one of the very basic templates. Okay. I'm just going to change the text on it a little bit. And then the main thing, guys, so like the most important thing is you just want to click on the click here part on the document, hit the three dots, and then you want to click link, and you want to paste in the link to the Google Drive that's got all of your SVG files in it that you just copied. And then with any luck, you should see the link pasted into the document. And it's very important, guys, that you then click on the link and just test to make sure, just like you see here, that it goes through to the Google Drive, because this is what the customer is going to see when they, of course, click on the link. Then save the document as a PDF. Do not save it as a PNG or a JPEG. Save it as a PDF, because on a PDF, the customer can actually click on the link. On a PNG, they cannot do that. And so, yeah, now that is your PDF document done, saved, and you've got that ready. Now we need to move on to actually presenting the product in the best way possible to be listed on Etsy, to get those clicks coming in. And so always remember, guys, these are going to be the preview images that the customer is going to see, and they are going to base their buy-in decision from these preview images. So it is of paramount importance that these are done correctly. And so you can either, guys, just go to Canva again, open up a 2000 by 2000 pixel document, make it completely from scratch, you know, do the mock-up completely from scratch, base it off of a bestseller, do it in your own style, and just make sure that they're presented in the best way possible. But what I'm gonna do just for ease in this video, guys, is I'm gonna grab one of my pre-made clip art templates from within my school community, okay? And I'm just gonna use it because it's gonna make things so much easier. And you'll see I'm just gonna adjust it to be used for SVGs. So you just wanna load that up in Canva and then upload all of the SVG images that you made, but of course the ones that you downloaded in PNG format. And then you really want to, guys, just try and make this mock-up look as aesthetic as you possibly can. But of course, the main things to include is what the SVGs actually are, and just make sure that you change the number on the first mock-up image to show exactly how many of them the customer is actually going to get within the pack. And I'm not going to bore you with this, guys, okay? I'm going to fast forward through this whole process of me making the mock-up for the SVGs, okay? It's pretty simple, to be honest. Using these templates from the community, it's literally just drag and drop. So it's very simple, but again, if you do it yourself, it shouldn't also be too difficult. But yeah, I'm just going to use these because I know that they convert. And yeah, feel free to play around with like the fonts, the color styles, the color palettes, the branding, you know, make sure it matches up to your shop the best that you possibly can. Save them as PNG files once you've mocked them all up, and then we are ready, guys, to start uploading to Etsy. But there are some very important things that we need to do when we upload to Etsy, so just keep watching because I really want you to actually make sales with these. So let's start from new here. We're going to create a new listing, and of course we're going to just type in SVGs as the product type. Make sure that you select digital file, and then just fill out the fields just like I'm doing here on screen, guys, okay? And to be honest, don't worry, it's not going to give you a heart attack. It's all pretty self-explanatory stuff. And so now, guys, when we actually start filling in the details for the listing, you of course want to upload here all of your beautiful mock-up images. that we've just made from Canva to, of course, present the product in the best way possible. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see the part where you actually upload the PDF file that we've downloaded, because this is gonna be what's referred to as the digital product that we actually list on Etsy. And then just continue to work your way down, guys. All right, don't worry about the SEO yet. I'm gonna cover all of that. I'm gonna show you the best possible way to do it. But yeah, keep working your way down, fill out all of the basic information on the listing. Again, it's fairly self-explanatory. And then we get to the sweet spot, which is doing your SEO. And again, guys, I am not gonna overcomplicate this for you, so I'm gonna show you the easiest possible way to do it, right? Honestly, you're completely fine. You can either just head straight to ChatGPT, ask it to manually just give you some titles, give you some tags, give you the descriptions, okay? And that is gonna be all right for you, okay? It's not keywords that's backed up by any data, but it's certainly gonna get you going. But what I'm gonna do, guys, again, just for ease, and because this is genuinely how I do my listings, I'm just gonna use the Etsy Accelerator SEO bot that I personally created within my community, because at least then I know that when it gives me the title and the tags for products, it's actually done that based on data rather than just random keywords that, you know, ChatGPT just normally likes to throw out. And as you can see here, guys, it puts it straight in the copy boxes as well. So I get all the titles, all the tags straight into copy boxes. I can just copy one click of a button and paste directly into my Etsy listing. And the good thing about this, guys, I wanted to make it as straightforward and as logical as I possibly could for you. It also actually tells you the data behind the keywords and where the keywords are coming from and why it selected certain keywords, which again, when it comes to SEO, it's very important to know. And I know, guys, anyone that's in the community, you know how powerful this tool actually is. But yeah, just want to say, as an added little bonus within it as well, I'm also just going to ask it to write out the description, and I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste that in as well. And then as you can see here, guys, if I go to press preview now, if I do say so myself, the product is looking pretty good. And if you followed along with this tutorial, you have now just made yourself a digital asset that is going to make money for you online for years to come into the future. And like I said, guys, if you're a current 9-to-5er and you want to get going, earning some proper money online, then I do recommend to check out the Etsy Accelerator community, linked in the video description. It's got all of my step-by-step training modules in there, which I'm very proud of, 20+ hours of them, all of the templates, all of the resources, literally everything that you need to take all of the guesswork out of knowing what to sell on Etsy and how to sell it. You literally just have to take one scroll through the wins section within the community and you will know very quickly that this is serious. People in here get results because everything that we do is driven by data. That is what separates us from everything else out there, and that's why we get the genuine results that we do. And guys, the price is going to be going up in January because there is a massive update coming to the community. So I just wanted to say, we're in December now. Lock in if you want to get the price that it's currently at, because in January it will be going up. Otherwise, guys, if you just want some more free content on YouTube, then I recommend to check this video out here. I think it'd be a really good one for you. I'll say thank you so much for watching, guys. Take good care of yourself. I love you all. See you on the next one. Cheers.